Hey everyone, move up a little closer. All right, so um, in this, I want to be able to be straight to the point with this because I don't want to lose people on this topic. But so this here is titled "How to Heal All Diseases, Cancer, and Everything." It's very important that we talk about this because I myself have went through something, and I didn't have any medical team to help me. I was in it all along, and so I wanted to briefly just discuss with you um, a quick way to fight cancer and all diseases. What's the chief important thing? So, look, I get nervous when I'm on these things. I have to act like I'm just talking amongst people in the room in order for this to go well. But um, so again, it was back in like 2015, um, from my memory. I went to go see a doctor because something was going on, where my chest was actually, I wasn't feeling well. It's a long story. I went through some things where people were trying to harm me, but the point of the story is I started developing something with in my head, and the doctor told me that whatever it could have been, that he hadn't seen it. He only seen it once in 20 years, and that it could have been a tumor, and it was going to be benign in the 20 years he's seen it. Well, just to cut out all the other parts of the story and stick with the point of the title, something happened to where like half my brain felt like, at least the right side felt like it was blocked. It felt like gone. At the time, I had just started a company, and I had to keep going because I just started the company, and I did so. I kept going, but a couple years back, um, I mean, let's just say I couldn't drive anymore. Um, that was the main thing. It was some other things going on, but the main thing that I noticed during this process, I couldn't drive anymore. Um, and maybe there was another situation where I was in bed and I got really, like when it first happened, and I got very dizzy. And then I saw my daughter. My head was spinning. I told her, I had to take her to school. I said, "Hold on, baby, mom's not feeling good. I'm gonna pass out." So sure enough, I kind of just laid my head on the pillow and passed out. And then I got up, and a little bit after I was able to get up, and I took her to school. From that was, from my memory. Um, but anyhow, things had got very bad amongst these group of individuals that were trying something, and I had to heal myself. I had to make things better, and which is what I did. So I was too afraid to go to the hospital and get any work done because I figured that I wouldn't make it home, and so I started healing myself and learned that I actually could heal myself. Um, and so, one of the chief things that was important that I saw, one thing that I knew that I had an issue with was I used to love to drink coffee back then, which is very acidic. Okay. So it was a whole lot of acid. I love to drink coffee. I was like abusing coffee. And then I was not drinking enough water. Okay. So water is like call it a neutralizer, but it can be alkaline compared to coffee. It's alkaline. Okay, so coffee is acidic on the pH scale, and um, uh, water is pretty alkaline. Okay, so what that means is that I learned that you have to drink water. If you are trying to beat cancer, you have to drink water. Okay, water in any healing process is going to be very important. So I was like extremely dehydrated um, during this, is what I pretty much figured out because I drank lots and lots and lots and lots of water. I drank more. I was starting to drink a gallon a day. And then sometimes I was going into the other half of the gallon. The more water that I drank is once I really noticed how I was healing. I also realized that I had to leave things that were more acidic alone. Okay. So I had to drink stuff that was more alkaline, and I had to get rid of stuff that was more acidic. Okay. There's like ginger tea. During this process, again, I had some factors and people that wanted to see me die, to be honest. So I had factors of them working against me as I was trying to heal. Okay. You can't make this stuff up. I'm going to write a book about it. But again, sticking to the point, it was about healing. It's about healing. So, water is the chief principal thing to healing. You have to drink plenty of water. Okay. And believe it or not, depending, a lot of diseases are caused by bacteria and things like that. So, with that being said, they love cancer cells love sugar. They love acid, acidic environments. So you want to stay away from foods and stuff that are more acidic. But I'm just trying to stick on to the water point. I'm trying to tell you, water is the chief thing. Okay. Now, not just any water, but water that has salt in it. So I was just drinking water. I was just drinking a lot of water at first. And drinking a lot of water can cause edema. And so I have a medical background as well. And so I knew that I had to, not only did I have to drink water, not only did I have to drink water, but I had to also include salt. Okay. I had to drink salt water. Okay. So what I did, and not just any salt, iodized salt. Okay. I drank iodized salt. The one, the Morton one with the girl with the little parasol or whatever. Her salt water. Okay. It was very, very important for me to do so, to drink salt water. Now, what I did was I would have a glass of water, not cold water, lukewarm water, water that's just sitting out. I would get bottled water, even though we know bottled water is not the best, but I would get bottled water, vitamins as well, a multivitamin. Okay. But I would get salt water. I would get a glass of water and just sprinkle a little bit of salt in the water. Now I knew, because wherever salt goes, water goes. So if you don't want to have swelling and stuff anywhere, right? And you eventually want that to go into your kidneys and you flush out the toxins and everything. So I would drink. So I would make sure again that I added a little bit of salt. Okay, I'm not saying a whole lot of salt, but a whole lot of salt. Now, if you're on a restricted diet, okay, if you're on a restricted diet from salt because you have high blood pressure and things like that, there's ways of curing that too, but I want to stick. Then you have to be a little careful with the salt. I still would sprinkle a little salt though. You got to be damn near dying to not take that salt. You need iodized salt. I'm telling you, you need salt. I'm not telling people that are on special diets though to abuse their diets or whatever, but I'm telling them this: if they drink more water, they would have less blood pressure issues. So let's say that you have blood pressure issues. And then another thing, just to counteract that, people that are usually upset a lot, that are mean and upset a lot, they usually have blood pressure issues. Okay, they usually have high blood pressure. So if you're a person that gets upset a lot, you want to calm that down. If you calming down, it's going to bring that blood pressure down. And drink some water. Back to the water. Drink you some water. If you're a person that has maybe higher blood pressure, sometimes the high blood pressure has to do with not enough water. Water can cure almost anything. Bad eyesight, water. Messed up dry eczema skin, water. Cancer, water. Okay? And you need water and you need some salt because of the way that the body works. I knew that, not so in my situation, because then my heart was affected. So I had issues with going on with my heart as well. What I knew was that there was three things that I needed. I needed water, I needed salt, and I needed calcium. I'm sorry, four things. I needed sodium, which is salt. I needed calcium, and I needed potassium and water. Water, and then with that, because of the way the cell membrane works, I needed calcium, I needed sodium, and I needed potassium. Okay. How can you get the potassium? There's the most simplest way to get potassium is bananas. Bananas. That's the most simplest way to get potassium is bananas. Calcium, milk. Now, calcium. Now, when I'm like a vegetarian, okay, so I do not drink cow milk. So I drink the alternative milk. So I like oat milk. Oh my goodness, I love oat milk. I can show you some stuff, wonderful stuff, some good stuff, but I love oat milk. Oat milk. Also, they have almond milk, right? They have different types of milk. Some people may like soy milk. I don't really deal with soy milk, but I love oat milk. And if there's no oat milk around, and I can just, and because some stores, are like kind of fairly new, but the oat milk like that, almond milk, they have good amounts of they have actually the equal amount of calcium in them than cow milk. Okay. And another thing is what else? And sodium. That's what you need for the cell membrane. Sodium, you're going to get that from iodized salt. That's the best way. Oh, I'm sorry. Going back to calcium, another thing that you need for calcium, or that you can take for calcium that was really good to me, which is like my superpower, is kale. Spinach is good. Broccoli is good. Kale. My favorite is kale. I could just eat it straight from the leaf. And I'm gonna tell you something. When your body is deficient in something, when you can just eat it like that and it's just delicious to you, then you know that is what you need in your body. Your brain is like, oh, give me more, give me more. And trust me, if you just start to try it, you'll notice that it's a lot of that going on. Just a little bit. That's all you just taste a little bit. And then your body wants it. That's what you need. So, anyways, this was just a really quick, brief video. This is like, this is this is my thing. I love talking about making people better, making them healthy. And I'm telling you, besides that, you need high energy. So, because I have something special about me, one of my gifts, and I'm not the only one out there that can do this. There's other people like this that can do this, but I have the power to heal people with my hands. So, this is my introduction to, I haven't started yet, on no one besides myself and my children. My son more than my daughter. I don't know why, but I've done it mainly on myself. So when my brain was like that, and I just thought about it, like, there's no reason why I'm not healing myself. So I got my hands, and the power came through them. I had to do something to the screen. It made it a little clear for a second. But anyways, I did it with my the power of my hands, and I just kind of healed my hand. I don't know if you ever heard of, look at fix the screen. I don't know if you ever heard of the Legend of Korra, the cartoon or whatever, how she was kind of like healing people with her hands, her little. So that's what I can do. That's my thing. That's one of my gifts to the world, to Earth, on Earth, is I can heal people with my hands. And so I want to start offering my services, but once I start to help people, you have to do it on your own as well. You have to help yourself. And how you're going to be able to help yourself is by starting to drink the water, because water also, besides that, is energy. So you need energy to heal. It takes energy to heal. So you're going to need to drink this water, because water's healing, right? And this water's magical, actually. That's why when you notice, and anybody that knows anything about spiritual things, water's usually involved. Okay, whether there's something going on with the water usually, and if you believe in God, you know that one of the first things created was, in the beginning, Genesis, was the first thing they talked about was water. Water. So if God talked about, they talk about water with God first, then you got to know your body needs that water. Drink water. Drink water. You have to leave. Also, I'm some of this is based on. I'm trying to structure it based on my content on my thing, but I mean I could just lay it all out to you in one video. But I kind of want you to come back and listen to me some more. But Not only do you have to drink water, right, but you also don't need substances working against you. So you have to let go of the sugary stuff. Sugar is acid, and the cancer cells, the secret is that cancer cells love the sugar. It helps the bad cells grow. Okay. Cancer cells are anaerobic. They don't like oxygen. Water is what? H2O. It has oxygen in it, and they don't like the oxygen. So what you have to do is drink water and let the sugary drinks go. Sugary drinks are mainly, like juices and all that, they're mainly sugar. Now, once you've healed and all that good stuff, you want to go back to that, that's on you. But after fighting for your life, I'm pretty sure you're not going to want to continue on with that. But I'm just letting you know. And you can't feel sorry for yourself. You can't feel sorry for yourself and say, well, I'm not happy today because I'm going through this and I'm going to drink something. I want some sugar. No, if you're fighting for your life, you're fighting for your life. If you have diseases and you're trying to heal whatever those diseases are, I can go on and on and on about different diseases, right? It can be sexual diseases, STDs, uh, yeast infections, all of that. You need water. I promise you, I'm telling you, water. You need water. You have to let go of the sugary stuff, the stuff that the bad cells like, and drink water. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. I know firsthand. Drink water. Let the other stuff go. Drink water. I don't want to discourage people from watching this video, so I'm going to end it right here. Um, Please come back. I will have in the description very shortly, I will have the website to go to for more information. I'll have blogs on there. I also will have I'll have it to where you can set up consultations about your personal stuff and also consultations to possibly meet up with me so I can touch you, give you some of my energy, and heal you. I got to be careful though because of that energy transfer, but honestly, I'll be fine. I can heal myself again. I need to heal you guys though. I know the world needs to be healed in multiple ways. And so this is the physical way. We're going to also talk about spiritual healing and everything. I have other channels where I want to talk about this, but this channel is dedicated to healing the physical body. This is what I want to deal with here. I want to heal your bodies. Okay. I want to heal your human bodies. All right. Well, anyways, I love you. Have a great night. Well, whenever you see this, until next time, peace and healing.